Good morning, fourth graders. Today we are on page 5 of your student journal. We're on page 5, and our objective today is today I will make a line plot to display a set of fractional data. Okay, so today I will make a line plot to display a set of fractional data or data. You could pronounce it either way. So a line plot is our big word today. This is what we're going to be using. Let's look at our vocabulary to see what these line plots are. So it says it's a type of graph that shows the frequency. Frequency means how many times. So the frequency of data along a number line. Each X represents one piece of data. So Jenny's exercise this week is our title. And then here's the hours. So 2/4 of an hour, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, and 8/4. Okay. Each of these X's represents one time. So if we were to write out her data, there's only 1/2, and we're actually going to write this because I want you to see this. So we're going to put it down here. So this means that there was 1/2, because there's 3 X's here. That means there's 3/4 3 times. This would be the actual data. There's 1/4, and there's no 5/4, but you still put that on your number line as like a placeholder. There's 2 6/4. There's 1 7/4, and there's no 8/4. So this was the actual data that they used to make this line plot. Okay, they also tell us here about our equivalent fractions. So here, anytime the numerator is a 0, that means it's always worth 0. We have eighths, we have fourths, and we have halves. So these are our equivalent fractions. 1/4 is the same as 2/8. 1/2, 2/4, and 4/8 are all equivalent. 3/4 and 6/8 are equivalent. And then anytime your numerator and denominator are the same, that means it's equal to 1. Okay, so I'm going to look at our steps today because I'm going to cover these pretty closely in mine. It says list all numbers horizontally. Okay, so list all numbers horizontally. Now they're going to have them for us in a table. Okay, it says convert all fractions to equivalent fractions using common denominators. So we're going to want to convert all of our fractions so we have common denominators. Okay, list all numbers from least to greatest. I don't always do this step, friends. I just look really closely at mine, but I don't rewrite them. Okay, so you do need to put them least to greatest, but I don't. What I do when it says draw and label a line plot, what I always like to do here is make sure that I'm doing my dashes and marking them, but then for my plot data, I like to cross off as I go. That's the big part here, is cross off as you go. That'll save me some time, so I don't list them from least to greatest. Okay, friends, I'm going to get started and show you what this looks like. So here's my first question. It says, the table shows the height of 10 students to the nearest 1/4 of an inch. So here's my title, height of students in inches. Okay, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of data. 10 pieces of data. Okay, now my first step says list them all horizontally. That's a good idea because then I can kind of work with them. So I could write them here. I have a 38 and 1/4, a 38 and 2/4, a 40, a 39, a 40, a 38 and 1/2, a 40, a 39 and 1/2, and a 38 and 1/2. And I might want to count them to make sure. So I had 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so when I look at them, I want to look closely at my denominators because I want them all to have the same denominator. So if I look at my denominators, I have denominators of 4s and 2s. So I'm going to convert these ones. The ones with the 2s, I'm going to convert to be fourths. So instead of halves, I'm going to have fourths. So what is 38? 38 is how many? How many fourths is that? Well, 1/2 is the same as 2/4. So I can cross that one off. And then 39 and 1/2, well, 1/2 we just said is the same as 2/4. And then 38, 1/2 would be 38 and 2/4. So now when I look at my denominators, all my denominators match. I have a denominator of fourths. Okay, so that was step 2. Step 3 says list them least to greatest. I don't really need to do that, and I'll show you why in a moment. It says draw and label my line plot next. So I do. I need to label my line plot. Well, if my denominators are fourths, that means I need to divide this into fourths. So remember, that means each one is divided into fourths. So that from 38 to 39, I need to cut that into fourths. So that would be 38 and 1/4, 38 and 2/4, 38 and 3/4, and then I'm going to divide this into fourths. 39 and 1/4, 39 and 2/4, 39 and 3/4. Okay, so I have my line plot made. Now I'm ready to go. Now this is why I don't really need them least to greatest, because I'm just going to cross them off as I plot them. So the 38 is going to go there. 38 and 1/4 goes here. 38 and 2/4 goes here. 40 goes here. 39 goes there. Oh, I have another 40 goes there. A 38 and 2/4 goes over here. Another 40 goes there. 39 and 2/4 goes there, and another 38 and 2/4. So what I like to do after is I like to count even my X's to make sure I have all of them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that helps me know that I didn't make any mistakes, that I have all of them on there. Okay, so now I'm going to use this line plot to answer some questions. So it says answer the questions based on the data. How many students were at least 39 inches tall? So at least means 39 or more. Well, let's look at my data. I have this person was at least 39. This person, this, and this. So that would be 5 students. The people over here were not at least 39. How many students measured 38 and 1/2 inches tall? Well, I converted that. Remember, I converted this. 38 and 1/2 is the same as 38 and 2/4. So that would be right here. So how many students were there? 1, 2, 3. So 3 students. Okay, friends, let's try some of these together. We are on page 6. We are on page 6. Okay, so, all right, our first problem says, the table shows the distance of a marble roll to the nearest 1/4 foot. And then the title of our table says, distance of a marble roll in feet. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of data. Okay, so it says list all the numbers horizontally. So let's just list them out so we have room to work. So we have a 1, a 1/4, a 1 1/2, a 3/4, a 1. Then my next row is a 3/4, a 4/4, a 1/2, a 4/4, and a 1. Okay, so that was step 1, and I might want to count them to make sure I got all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is just so we have some room to work. Okay, step 2 says we need to have common denominators. So let's look at our denominators. Okay, we again have denominators of fourths and halves. So we're going to convert our halves to fourths. So 1 1/2 is the same as 1 2/4. So we can change that one. That's already a fourth, fourth, fourth. 1/2 is the same as 2/4. And those are pretty basic ones that I already know, and if you don't know, you could have used your notes to help you. Okay, so now all of our denominators are common, and we're ready now to not do number 3. I don't think we need to rewrite these. I think we're good. So we're going to not list them from least to greatest. We're just going to draw and label our line plot. So our line plot's from 0 to 2, but our denominator's in fourths. So we need to divide this into fourths. So each one has to be divided into fourths. Okay, and now we're ready to actually label this. So that would be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. This would be 1 1/4, 1 2/4, 1 3/4. Okay, so now we are ready to start plotting. It's called plotting when we put them on. So my first number is a 1. So let's put an X there. Then our next number is a 1/4. So let's put an X there. Then I have a 1 2/4. We have a 3/4. We have a 1. We have a 3/4. We have a 4/4, friends, and I don't have that here. Isn't 4/4 equivalent to 1? It is. So we could make sure we could put 4/4 there. So the 4/4 could go on my 1. My 2/4 could go here. Ooh, I have another 4/4, which is 1. And then I have another just 1. Okay, so I might count my X's to make sure I have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it looks like I have all my data on my line plot. And then let's answer our questions. So my first question says, how many times did the marble roll more than 1 feet? Well, this is all less than 1. This is 1. So this is the only time it rolled more than 1. So just 1 time. How many times was the marble rolled? Well, each X represents 1 roll, so that would be 10 times. Okay, friends, follow your steps when you're doing these, and we will keep practicing this. Have a good day. Bye.